The latest episode of Star Trek Discovery may have just told us how strong species 10C actually is. This is of course the mysterious species which has been causing mass destruction in the 32nd century. Spoiler alert for Season 4, it's revealed that the Dark Matter Anomaly, or DMA, is actually a mining tool sent forth by species 10C to mine for precious resources. What is it powered by? Well, there might be a connection with a power source that has been explored on Star Trek before. This would be the Omega Molecule. Welcome to Trek Central, I'm your host Captain Jack, and let's get right into it. Star Trek Discovery Season 4 has now returned for its mid-season break, with Episode 8 and 9 which advance the DMA plot, telling us its purpose and hinting what we might see in the future. Let's take a look at what was revealed and what this might mean for the rest of the season. Now, as you can expect, this video does contain spoilers for Star Trek Discovery Season 4, so if you're yet to watch the episodes, watch it before you come back to watch our video. You have been warned. As usual, if you want to keep up to date on all the latest Star Trek news, lore, and more, then make sure to hit that subscribe button to never miss a video from the team here at Trek Central. You can, of course, follow us on social media for daily updates on the Star Trek universe. As always, please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, because if you're talking about Star Trek, then we want to hear about it. Okay? Engage. Now, at the end of episode 8 of Star Trek Discovery Season 4, All In, we find out the DMA is actually a mining tool in search of boronite, a very rare mineral which can be used to synthesize the Omega Molecule. This is actually pretty big, due to just how powerful and disastrous Omega can be. So, for those who perhaps need a recap on what the Omega Molecule is, well, here we go. The Omega Molecule is known to the Bohr Collective as Particle 010. It was a highly powerful substance. A single molecule contained roughly the same amount of energy as a full-sized warp core, with a chain of molecules theoretically being able to power civilization for an indefinite amount of time. The substance was extremely powerful, but in turn was extremely unstable and destructive as well. The substance would rapidly destabilize when synthesized without proper containment, and not only would cause a massive explosion, but also have the side effect of destroying subspace. The destruction of subspace would render technology, such as warp travel or subspace communication, impossible, therefore completely hampering any current spacefaring civilization in the Star Trek universe. A single molecule exploding could destroy all subspace within several light years, with a chain of them being enough to destroy subspace for an entire quadrant. In the 23rd century, a Federation starbase in the Lantura sector had managed to synthesize a single molecule of Omega, but it only remained stable for a fraction of a second before destabilizing, killing all 126 researchers on board and destroying subspace for an entire sector. Because of its destructive capability, information on Omega was kept secret by the Federation, with only captains and flag officers being briefed on Omega and given the Omega Directive, in order to safely neutralize any Omega molecule before it could be violently destabilized. This directive superseded any other directives or commands, including the Prime Directive. Now, if you've watched our channel before, especially during Season 3 of Star Trek Discovery, you would have known that we are strong proponents of the theory of the burn being caused by the Omega Molecule. This would have been cool, but looking back, there were vast differences in the fact Omega makes warp impossible, whereas the burn only destroyed active warp cores in one instance. However, even though we may not have correct on that, we could have predicted the burn was caused by a mutated char attuned with dilithium and spreading a grief galaxy wide. Yeah, we believe that with the DMA dredging up boronite, and boronite only really being known to synthesize Omega, it makes sense that finally in Season 4, we get some Omega Molecule action. And for all we know, the writers may have watched our Omega Theory videos and taken notes for this season. So the writers Discovery, you're welcome. Yeah, let's be honest, that probably didn't happen, but you know, I can dream. One little plot point in Season 3 which makes us think about Omega was a throwaway line about the Gorn, in which Book mentioned that the Gorn destroyed an area of subspace. Maybe this could tie back into Season 4. Though, such a throwaway line is kind of unlikely. Though, if we do get to see the Gorn in the 32nd century, I'm all for it. Though hopefully they don't look like the Gorn from Enterprise, and we get a nice prosthetic makeup for it. If they can make the Science look cool with an updated look, surely they can do the same for the Gorn. I mean, come on. So, with the newfound knowledge of the DMA's harvesting boronite from our galaxy, we can safely assume that they required said material for something. Combine this with the fact that the source for the DMA is extremely powerful, and species 10C have a hyperfield around their star system which is outside the galaxy, something which would also require a lot of energy, 10C needing to boronite to synthesize Omega molecules makes sense. An interesting element of the DMA is that it left this subspace rift behind when it blinked in and out of existence. With Omegas tied to subspace, this could further hint that it is Omega which is powering with DMA. Why it caused such damage to subspace while not destabilizing Who knows, but it could be a drawback to the use of Omega as a power source. It may be super powerful, but maybe jumping with it causes it to corrupt subspace. So, talking about the DMA jumping between points of space, 1,000 light years apart, this could be another link to Omega, seen in ancillary media. In Star Trek Online, the Iconians utilize the Omega molecules to power their technology, most notably their Dyson spheres, such as the Genolian Dyson sphere discovered by the USS Genolan. Star Trek Online's reasoning for why Omega was so powerful as a substance was that Omega gathers energy, like a sponge in water. This is why a single molecule of it can be so powerful. What is interesting though, is in an essence, the hyperfield that encapsulates species 10C's star system is akin to that of a Dyson sphere, but seemingly made of energy instead of materials, like a Dyson sphere. Not only is the hyperfield like a Dyson sphere itself, but the DMA may also have properties similar to the Dyson sphere found in Star Trek Online. With the use of Omega molecules, the Dyson spheres are capable of jumping to different points in the galaxy. A similar phenomenon happened with the DMA, when it blinked out of existence and appeared at a different point in the galaxy 1,000 light years away a moment later. This would suggest that a powerful DMA controller could also be powered by Omega, and not the Bornite, which is simply being used to create Omega for the hyperfield. Now at the moment, this makes it look like species 10C may be the Iconians, from the similarities to how the Iconians used Omega in Star Trek Online. However, it is said in a previous episode of Season 4, The Examples, Admiral Charles Vance specifically said that they had eliminated the surviving members of the Iconians, as a possibility for creating the DMA, so we can assume that this isn't the Iconians at play here. I have seen people theorizing that 10C could actually be the Borg, a 32nd century of the Borg which someone managed to escape the galaxy and go into hiding, in order to achieve perfection. Now, I'm not keen on this theory, simply because I believe the Borg would have been defeated by the 32nd century. Otherwise, they would have used the burn as a great opportunity to rise back to power and become a force to contend with. However, it does follow the Borg viewing Omega as perfection. The Borg weren't really that much technology advanced when the Federation is in the late 24th century, especially after future Janeway arrived with future technology. So unless the Borg assimilated a really technologically advanced civilization, I doubt they would have the ability to do this. Though, it is the 32nd century, so anything's possible. If it is the Borg, it'd be great seeing the Discovery crew interacting with them, having skipped all of Borg history from their jump to the future. A final pre-existing species option, I believe, is interesting to theorize that 10C might be the Spear Builders from Star Trek Enterprise. This foe exists in a separate quantum realm, and cannot exist normally within our space. They tried to alter space to become habitable for them, utilizing massive spears, hence the name. What is interesting, these Spear Builders existed behind a cloaking barrier, which could be kind of similar to this hyperfield the 10C have, but also the spheres generate a massive amount of gravimetric energy. The fact that Spear Builders were advanced enough in this area of gravimetrics could suggest they have the ability to create the DMA, and I wouldn't be surprised if their spheres did run off Omega. Considering the number of Enterprise references we've gotten this season, it could be likely. From Archer Space Dock to a snow globe of the NX-01. Perhaps this big foe of the season could be a recurring one from Season 3 of Discovery. Whatever species 10C may be, they are a strong civilization with technology even more advanced than the Federation of the 32nd century. Powered with Omega, they have the capability to prove to be both a powerful foe or a friendly neighbor, and to help them get the Federation off their dependence on dilithium, based faster than light travel. This could be how the story goes, with Starfleet being assisted by their technological giant in developing more sustainable technology, and a friend outside the galaxy which could let Starfleet explore even further than we're used to in Star Trek. Then again, with the latest episode of Book and Tarka now destroying 10C's first DMA, this could have caused a big issue for everyone. Now First Contact is the only option that remains. And that's our video on what Omega is, and how it might tie into the story of Star Trek Discovery Season 4. But what's your theory about it? Do you have one of your own? Let us know in the comment section below, because as always, if you're talking about Star Trek, we want to hear about it. If you do want to keep up to date on all the latest Star Trek news, lore and more, then make sure to hit that subscribe button to never miss a video from the team here at Trek Central. You can also follow us on social media or join our community Discord server. For now, I've been Captain Jack, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Live long and prosper, my friends. Goodbye.